All right, topic number 2 for today. Ramble on a little bit about consistency because it is a huge momentum driver in my life and what I have gained from watching. It is also a big momentum driver in other people's lives. Consistency. So, one thing that I've seen consistency pay off in is reading. So, consistency. What, this has 200 and 300 something pages. All right, so if I consistently every day sit down and read one page, I'll get this book done in 300 something days. If I read 2 pages, that time will be cut in short or in half. So same thing with like working out and like a marathon, right? So you're just knocking 1 mile at a time, 1 mile at a time. If you consistently knock those down, eventually, man, you're gonna be finishing that marathon. Also, sometimes, man, it comes down to like one step at a time. You just got to get the next step. You got that next step? Good. Do the next step and then the next step. As long as you're consistent in life, things will start working out for you. If you show up every day, you're bound to do something when you show up, right? If you go to the gym, so if one of your consistency habits is getting to the gym every day. Most days you're not going to really want to get to the gym. But if you do, you're going to show up there. You're already there. You've already made the sacrifice and the effort to get there. Once you're there, the mediocrity part of your brain is going to kind of get kicked down by your, I don't know, higher thinking or whatever. You're at the gym. Why did you come here just to sit down? You didn't. So you're going to at least get on an elliptical, at least run a mile. You're going to at least do something. That same thing applies for everything else in life. As long as you show up, then you will eventually do something. And it will get easier and more things will start showing up for you as well. If you show up for work every day, eventually you're going to get better at your job. It's going to take less effort and you might start moving up. If you show up to the gym every day, man, for that first, I don't want to say year because I don't want to scare people, but say for that first week or so, probably ain't going to like it, man. Probably going to hate it. But consistency is key because you keep going, and eventually everything gets easier. That 1 mile that you used to strain to accomplish is now your warm-up. And you just keep building and building and building. So consistency is kind of like, I feel like consistency, I don't know the word, that stuff in between bricks that like holds it together when you're building a house. That's what consistency is. Your bricks are your actions. And you can lay this action down, but then you have to lay consistency on top of that because the next day you have to lay another brick down. Without that consistency, they're going to slip, slide, and probably going to fall over. But that consistency is the thing that glues your everyday actions together, which eventually builds like a house, and or an empire, or a 5-minute per mile average marathon runner. You know, which is world class, which you're changing your life. If you can run 26.2 miles at 5 minutes a mile, you need to go and race because you would probably be rich and you will probably change your motherfucking life. But sorry, a little bit off topic there. But consistency is really key for everything. And it's something that I myself am working on and have worked on for a long time. And it's also something that I see is not a prevalent trait in society today. People don't want to keep showing up. They want to do what they want to do, not what they have to do to eventually get what they want, you know? So, I don't know, you want to be a millionaire. You have to consistently do some things in order for that to happen. If you want to be a good runner, you have to consistently do some things for that to happen. But man, once you lay that foundation down and build and work on the habit of consistency, stuff starts sticking together, building up and coming together, and it might take some time, but I mean, that's the name of the game, man. You have your whole life. What else are you doing, you know? Show up, show out, put in the work, work towards your goals, man, because nobody else is going to do it for you. It's on you. We got this far in life. So we got this far in life, right? 27 years old. I look around me, man, and I do not like what I see. I do not like what I have. I do not like the direction I was going. So I'm trying to make some changes, and consistency is the biggest and the most motivating factor. I don't know if I'm using the right words. Most motivating factor I have, or it's it's important. Consistency is important. Very, very important. I can't stress that enough. It's pretty much that's the difference between the best athletes in the world or the richest CEOs, the most like Elon Musk. That's the difference between Joe Blow and Elon Musk. 'Cause Elon Musk showed up every fucking day. Joe Blow didn't show up every day. It's simply one little thing that can change your whole entire life. So if I have any piece of advice for you today, is to work on consistency. Even if you don't want to do it, do it. Yeah, that's me. Peace.